Hi, welcome back to Spider and Old Scooter. I'm Old Scooter. This is Spider Solitaire. This is the Texas My Texas edition. I'm from Texas, as you might have known. Born in Sherman, Texas. Lovely place. Now sort of coalesced with its longtime rival, Denison, Texas, and they've sort of grown together. But I was born in the Sherman part, up on a high hill. Probably the only one in town where there's a hospital. People were all born in hospitals in my day. It was a new rage. Anyway, we're here to play Spider Solitaire, and I'll tell you why it's Texas My Texas as we go along. So, why doesn't... Oh. I was probably pressing the wrong button. Nonetheless, I have a game, and I shall play it. If you're not familiar with the game, this is a good learning opportunity for you. Boy, there's not much to go on here, but I'll go on what I can find. Should I put this jack on that 10 first, or that queen on that king first? I have to cross the color line in any event. Well, then I have to do it again to get any play, but that is a play, so I'll take it. So look at that. Oops. Gave away $1. When I use the Auto Move app, where you just press and it goes to the next available legal place on the board, if it goes to the place other than where you wanted it to go and you have to move it on, I say you have to pay for it. Whereas nearly all of the undos that I undo are free, which is one of the charms of this game. Now then, I have a hole. First deal, I've got a hole. That's a good thing. I feel a little discombobulated for some reason. Nothing for that king to do. Try that jack. Nothing for that 9 to do. I will whip through this little procedure as quickly as possible. Lots of 7s. Oh, hello. You want to do that? Well, all right. Then this, then that. So sometimes it pays to follow your whims, and I just whimmed my way into some moves. Whim doodle, whim doodle, whim doodle do. The reason Texas My Texas came to mind is that my new New Yorker came yesterday. As you know, I celebrate that. It has all those cute dogs playing in as children and adults playing in a playground, a park, and it's just spiffy. Great cover. I'll show it to you maybe if I get my act together here. Always a chancy proposition. I think I'll do a restack. Now I've got a 9-2 stack. That's not bad. Had my first hole. Everything is good so far. So there and there, those are moves, and that, well, look at this. Just one after another. I'm thrilled. Now I have a Jack 2 stack, which is pretty darn good. Let's see what this does. Gives me a king, which I can play, and a 10 for that jack that popped up. So I'm in kind of a good mood. Maybe it was Texas that caused all this goodness. A great place, a strange place, good and bad, but for my view, mostly good. The new New Yorker, of which I speak. Now I'm going to take another deal here while I ramble. No, I'm not. Not through. Not through, Scooterbug. Okay, now I think I can take another one. There you go. Anyway, it has a 23-page incredible article on Texas. The Future of Texas is the name of it. It's written by somebody. I'm going to show you my favorite picture. This may be hard. I'm not really technically set up to do this kind of stuff, but I'll give it a shot. Oh, is that right? Yes, there it is. I don't know what I'm doing. But the illustration is this giant Texan looming over the Capitol at Austin, holding 2 6-shooters. Obviously, they have did the old shoot yourself in the foot routine, and we have 2 holes. It goes on and on and on. Right now I can show you the cover. Isn't that cute? Sort of reminds me of all those dogs playing poker. But anyway, the New Yorker, the July 10th and 17th, which I presume they're going to, just have the one edition for the 2 weeks. But it's swell, and it has this incredible story about Texas, which is fascinating, paragraph to paragraph, I have to say. All right, let's go back to the one aimed at me. See what a sophisticated operation this is? I saw a picture in one of the magazines that I perused so regularly yesterday. It showed somebody who is a star on YouTube or one of the video sites, and said her humble studio, and showed a studio that doesn't look all that humble to me compared to mine, which is kind of a non-studio studio. As I said, this is all run on the existing cameras and the existing apps on my sweet little Macintosh. So, boy, there's humble. So I don't see any more moves, do you? 5, 7, 7, 8, 3, 2. I don't. You may, but I don't. So there we go. On to the next one. Got a 5 for that 6. It could have been this 6, but that would be silly. A 10 for a jack, a 5 for that 6. Now everybody's... And I got a hole back. Same hole, but I'll take it. How about this? Seems like a reasonable way to use the hole. And that's the way I'm going to do it. There's a 3 for a 4. I guess I could see what's under there by doing this. 2 for another 2. 2 for 2. And that looks kind of it. So it's time for me to show you something else. Magazine, the coming of the magazines always makes me happy, and they come regularly. This is one of the 2 new sciences. Now, this isn't so new. I just found the article. This is 21 April, and I realized I hadn't read it all, so I was thumbing through it and ran across this, which I think is, let's see, what do I do here? We need a real operator. Operator. There it is. A new neglected crop, cannabis. So another weed story in the mighty Science magazine. And then this is the one that was in the new one. The European bee study fuels debate over pesticide ban. That's the neonicotinoids, or neonics, they call them. That is clearly one of the reasons we're having this hive collapse problem. Boy, I can hardly walk and chew gum in the television business here. So, hope you don't mind all the fumfering around. It comes with the deal. Get that back. And here we are again to play the game. I've done my bit about Texas and so forth, so now I will concentrate. Concentrate, FUD. Try to make it right. Oh, here's a 4-5. Oh, my pad doesn't work all of a sudden. That's not it. Silly. Come on. What did I just see? Oh. See, I saw a move and then I lost it. No, maybe this was it. That gives my hole back. That's good. If I took this... Oh, no. Never mind. Here's another restack. Now I can see what's under that king. Somewhere to play my 6. A 10 restack there. Put the ace there. Do a 9 here. Now I have a king 9 stack, which is better than a kick in the head. You know how often I refer to kicks in the head on this thing. You'd think I'd been kicked around head-wise quite a lot, but not much. Once or twice when I was wearing a football helmet, and then it doesn't matter that much. hardly ever bleed. Maybe internally, but not all over your white jersey, which is one of the main objectives of football, is to keep guys from getting their jersey all bloody. They're sort of unappetizing, bloody jerseys. So, 4 and 8 and 3, and oh, there's something. There's something else. Well, the Lord helps those who help themselves. You know that. And I'm not making a good case for lordly help right now because I'm not helping myself very much. It's not for lack of intent, just lack of competence, I suspect. I don't like that one. Don't lack that one. A lot of people in my part of Texas say lack for like, or sometimes like, 2 syllables. All right, I'm going to do this. Can I put that queen anywhere? Why, no, you can't. But if I could, then I could score. So it's sort of the wishful thinking kind of move. I've had a 10. Well, let's see if I did that. I had a 5. Well, fiddlesticks. But I strongly recommend, even if you have no inherent interest in Texas, like lots and lots of people do. What does that mean? Nothing much right now. Well, now maybe. Let's see what I did. No, I don't know. My stratagems are flailing at this point. And until you've witnessed a flailing stratagem that is, you haven't witnessed weirdness. I don't like any of that, so I'm going to go back a bit, look longingly at this. Maybe there was a 9 under there and a jack for that. That's pretty good. I'm sort of feeling hopeful, but I have to repress that because false hope is Spider-Mac's #1 psychological weapon. And look what she's done to me already. If I move this aside, you can see I've done 55 moves. And the first 50 cost me $1 a piece. With a $50 house margin, I was $100 in the hole. But now, 5 more at $10 a piece, which is what happens after 50 moves. I'm now $200. No, 100 and, no, wait, I can't count. $150 in the hole. So unless I make a score, I'm going to take a drubbing. So maybe I did that. I had the queen. No, well, maybe. It's just so hard sometimes to make these decisions, particularly when I don't have a clear idea of what's going on, which is a good deal of the time, truth be known. There are just so many things to do, and you're trying to do one that won't get you in trouble, which I don't seem to have avoided. Well, here, look, silly boy. Maybe that's what I saw a while ago and then lost. So if this 10 would go somewhere, which it won't. And a 4 and a 3 time 18. All right, go ahead. Take a deal before you run out of time. You're already running out of money. You might as well run out of time. Don't do that. Do this. Then that. No, not that. I gave away $2 or $3 there and hardly sang a song. You know, the enforcement procedures around here are getting lax. We don't need no stinking enforcement. Merciful days, Reverend Hayes. These are the days for going your ways. Just a lot of moves. It's not going to come to anything I dread. I'm back, edited. I went too long. I wasn't finished with the game. I hadn't finished plugging all the Texas stuff. This was one that I was going to plug. The Texas Observer, if you don't read it occasionally, you should. They've got a great article on the radical theology that could make religious freedom a thing of the past. It's so very Texan. So that was the last Texas plug I wanted to do. Then I didn't finish playing the game. So after I ran through my time period, after years of suggesting that people don't run long because it irritates everybody, I ran long. There you go. But I kept playing, and as you can see down here, at 144 moves is where I decided to stop and come back and show you, because I'm actually winning this game, which I gave away $1, so rarely do, and here comes the fireworky works. 146 moves. Boom, 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 boom. You gotta love it. Well, anyway, violating my never cut anything out with editing. Not so much violation. I'm adding something in, but I wanted you to see how the game finally went. I finally won one, and there you go. It was a joy.